Episode 172. Komori has gone feral from being lost in the snow for 5 minutes or something, but I bet she feels like it's been hours. She did manage to find her way back to the footprints though, and so as to not get lost again, she's been trying to memorize the size, shape, and smell as closely as she can. This is how she does it. I think she's doomed. It all depends on if I can actually follow these footprints this time. The footprints go this way, along the river. They wouldn't travel on the river, they would just slip. So they went somewhere this way, right? We just gotta find the next set of footprints or something. This quest can actually be completed just by going to the destination, which I already know where it is, but it's not like completely memorized in my head, the exact location. And I also want to follow the footprints for RP. Oh, footprints. You found them, Komori. All that memorization paid off. So yeah, it continues this way. We went this way already, but I must have missed where the turn was, where the footprints were. Ignore the enemies, Komori. The only thing in your head right now are footprints. The eye of the storm. It was in this general direction, right? Kinda hard to see. We got any footprints over here? We got an invisible wall, that's something. Maybe I was going the right way the first time after all. Just to be sure. Where the hell were those footprints leading? I swear I didn't have this much trouble on my main character. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. Maybe I omitted it from my memory, all of those embarrassing times I got lost. So the footprints just kind of go, well, north. They don't really change direction here, do they? Where'd they go? Did the snowstorm cover them up already? Or am I just crazy? Right, here they are. They're going this way. They kind of curve around, so they're very clearly going this way. Straight line. Straightforward. That's what this quest is, it's straightforward. They wouldn't have walked over this thing, they'd go around it, but... Any footprints over here? No? Continuing in the straight line. Unless I deviated already. Footprints? Anyone? It is going to be the whole episode. If I can even finish this quest in time. I've only got 18 more minutes. I'm completely lost. These are my own footprints. I just continued in the straight line from over in that direction, but... maybe they went up there? I don't see any footprints though. It truly is RP. Getting lost in a snowstorm. Trying to track down these guys. And getting completely lost yourself. I don't hate this kind of mission though. I actually quite like The idea of trying to find people in a snowstorm makes you really appreciate the size of the world. The change in design from A Realm Reborn to more open stuff in Heavensward and beyond. Maybe if I just kind of cheat a bit with the camera. Not very RP, I know. I swear, they'd be walking alongside the riverbank this way. I don't see any footprints. Did they really go up there? There really are no footprints here. And this is a pretty narrow strip of land. Unless I'm missing them. Wouldn't put it past myself. Again. Maybe I really should have just trusted my gut and went in the straight line after all. These are what the footprints look like. They go in this direction. Maybe it's just that simple. Straight line. No detours. Unless we have to jump around something. They certainly didn't walk through the rock wall. Maybe I did have trouble with this. I think I'm doing the exact same sort of thing that I would have done on my main character. Maybe I just wandered off into the snowstorm and got lost, or I got lucky and just found the destination. Well, there's no footprints over here. There's even the wall of the area. So I guess they did go up that hill after all. Even with all my knowledge of this game, which isn't all that much, but I like to think I'm pretty familiar with it, I still can't solve this age-old quest, which was something that I called straightforward. Perhaps the puzzle here isn't to just follow the footprints, but to think like a person that got caught into a snowstorm. If you were caught in a snowstorm, or something, you would head towards the landmark, right? Like the windmill over there. Or you would go towards the camp that's actually towards civilization, but maybe they just went this way or something. No footprints here, though. Any footprints here? I know where I'm supposed to go. I just want to find the damn footprints before I go there. I swear. I'm making this even harder on myself. I just want to understand the game design here. The path that you were supposed to follow. Spoiler alert, the destination was that little farm back there. But I want to know how you're supposed to get there. Can I see the footprints from this far away? You couldn't jump your way up here, so you'd have to come up from here. Or you took the path, you would have taken the path that I took. Maybe you really are just supposed to wander around. There are footprints, but Maybe not as much as I thought? Yeah, I'm not seeing any footprints here. I can't fathom the path I wanted you to take. Maybe you just end up there anyway. If you were supposed to turn right at this place, would have expected some footprints or something. I took the route up that way. Okay. Maybe the whole footprints theory was just something that I should have ignored, even if there were one or two tracks that I found. I could have sworn it was just following footprints this mission, though. It's kind of weird that I only found a second set of footprints at one time and not like a third and a fourth set. Which makes me think I was doing this wrong, but... It would make sense for them to take shelter from the blizzard in a place like this. Now atmospheric. Suddenly attacked by a bunch of heretics in a creepy basement in the middle of a snowstorm. I'm blind. Decreasing my accuracy. How annoying. "10 minutes left. We should be fine though." Did a lot of clipping there. The mission's over though, so it's okay. Oh, look who it is.
Looking for me, I presume?
Actually, no, we're looking for some guys.
The child who glimpsed the truth.
Right. Midgard Swimmer is just kind of floating around, following us. Invisibly.
No! It cannot be.
She cameth unto me, as didst thou.
I mean, she is a dragon worshipper. I guess she loves dragons in that way.
Alike in gifts, yet set upon different paths.
He speaks true, warrior of light. Like you, I have been blessed with the echo. The visions terrified me at first. They came without warning. I wondered what I had done to deserve them. But I had no time to ponder such things, once the calamity came. The land turned against us, and in a matter of hours, Falcon's Nest was buried under 10 fulms of ice and snow. We had no choice but to flee for Ishgard. We came to the wall, and while we searched for a way through, there was an avalanche. And then I was alone. So I set forth for Dravania. I knew full well what might happen were I found. But I could not survive on my own. I was found, of course. And not by a mere dragon, but by the great worm Hraesvelgr. And it was then that I knew why I had been given this gift. For with it I heard his voice, and saw the truth through his eyes. I was chosen to deliver this revelation to the people. To bring dragon and man together as they once were, and should ever be.
So she led the attack against Ishgard. Killing civilians won't bring them together. What of the innocents who died when you attacked Foundation? We'll just be straightforward about this.
It wasn't supposed to be like that. You have to believe me. It was beyond my control.
Gonna elaborate on that?
Children taught to fear the skies, who saw their loved ones slaughtered. Yet the Dravanians, though they know where the fault truly lies, fell upon them with such fury.
Men die, and their children forget. But we are everlasting. To us, then is as now. Thou canst not comprehend the violation, the outrage, the fury.
So what is she saying? She lowered the barrier so that the dragons could come in for tea or something, but then they attacked? Wasn't exactly that.
I will make this right. I am neither a saint nor a savior, just another sinner. Yet I will not forsake this cause. I cannot. I will see this cycle broken and peace restored. We can do naught else, for we are now as one.
And off she goes, I guess. Just letting her walk away. Well, she does have Shiva at beck and call, right? Don't want to get into an 8-man trial here in the middle of nowhere. Although I guess she needs crystals for that. Mistress Moriko, praise Halone, you are alive. We came as swiftly as we could, but I see we are too late. Isael. So they were lurking in the cellar of this farmhouse. 'Tis a pity Lady Iceheart escaped. But we must not let that detract from your accomplishment. We have them on the run. You have dealt our foes a telling blow this day, my friend, and I shall see that your efforts are recognized. We are still searching the area, miss, but the only heretics we have found thus far are the ones you left behind. Wait, where are our guys anyway? I guess they didn't go this way after all. Just found some heretics. Establishing an outpost in so remote a location could not have been easy. Tenacious devils. Did I actually miss in the dialogue? Did I read without comprehending what happened to the people we were searching for? Right, too late. I guess they killed the guys and the only people left were heretics. The knights have matters well in hand. The let us return to Falcon's Nest and share our discoveries with Sir Redwald. Come, after tracking the heretics across moms of ice and snow, I would say you are due a few hours rest next to a warm fire. Alright, no time to be RP, we're just teleporting back. Such a shame we didn't unlock any of that map we wandered around in though, because we were in a solo instance technically. Well, I guess I could be RP and head back. Just to see this side of the pass that we didn't go down. So this is a pass, not a river, right? Let's unlock this part of the map real quick. Might be a river. And this connects back up to the bridge, right? No? It's up that way. I guess we did go a fair ways down. And there's the bridge. I see, it just connects the other way that I didn't go on the pass. It really does look like just a river though. But it can't be a river. That would make sense. The way it connects up with the pass on the bridge and everything. And this is all I came here for. Really should have just teleported back, but maybe I'd never go on this bridge in the main story if I didn't do it right now. You just kind of go down and around it. There's the anvil. Still don't know why they call it that. It's not like they do any crafting there. I'll admit. I was doing some of this slow traveling on this path right here, just on the off chance that I might see a certain particular fate. I'm actually not sure which chain it belongs to. Was it this one? Are you it? No, not this guy. Pretty sure not him, but just to be sure. Get out of the way for a second. No, not you. You might actually be part of the chain that already disappeared just now. Well, I guess this won't be the last time I'm here, so I'll still have a chance to run into the old butt, or whatever it is, butte? The steel butte, or whatever. The closer it gets to the end of an episode, the more likely I am to just teleport and not be RP. But I guess at the start of each episode, that resets, and then I just end up wasting time, a lot of the time at the front of the episode, wandering around, unnecessarily. Such is the way these videos are made. We're back. After we got lost ourselves and wandered around for no reason, we're back. Lord Arturo, Mistress Moriko, full glad am I to see you both hale and healthy. What news? Dragons, or cultists. Dragon cultists. You mean to say you hunted the heretics down on your own, and slew them before reinforcements could arrive? By the Fury. I believe we have made great strides toward purging these lands of heretics, and I mean to say as much when I deliver my report to my father in the Holy See. It was just 5 guys. As will I, Lord Arturo. May it serve to remind our superiors what houses Durandare and Fort Tomps could achieve through continued cooperation. I guess they are supposed to be rivals, but you wouldn't know it through these two. Indeed. I trust you and your knights are content to handle the rest. We most certainly are, my lord. During your short time with us, you and Mistress Moriko have accomplished far more than I had thought possible. I cannot in good conscience impose upon you any longer. Pray return to Ishgard with my thanks. As you wish, Sir Redwald. We thank you for your hospitality. Mayhap your deeds here will serve to demonstrate the folly in continuing to exclude foreigners from our lands. With more hardworking men and women like you, Ishgard would be much stronger. It's a shame there's no cutscene for riding in on a chocobo or riding out. You just end up kind of teleporting, is what it feels like. Even when you cross the border like this. They have the cutscenes for when you... I guess you actually need a flying mount to actually use this thing. And to go back the normal way, you have to RP and ask for a ride. Anyway, it'd be nice if they had a cutscene like they have when you board an airship for these things. This is indeed an airship landing, though it doesn't get all that much use. If you've got your own black chocobo or some other means of airborne conveyance, then you may feel free to use it to return to Ishgard. Huh. Okay, that's weird. I guess they don't actually have a person or a clerk at the back there that gives you a ride. You actually have to, strangely, use the chocobo keep. It should be a way to get back without even paying a gil. But for some reason, this is the only way back that I can see of. Kinda weird. What happens if you exit from this way? Because we haven't used this yet. I see, it's the same thing. How do you actually use this? There's blue lines here to indicate it's a crossing zone, but... Is it just the same thing with the other chocobo? Are you actually allowed to fly here in Ishgard if you take the black chocobo? I think I've ever done it. No, you just teleport. Oh, and you do actually ride in from here. Huh, how strange. Wait, this is the direction to... You come in from there? Is this geographically accurate? I thought you would I thought Ishgard was in that direction. Because that's why I thought that's why the airship landing was there. That it was facing in the direction of Ishgard. This whole time, my entire worldview of the location of these places has been wrong. If you're flying in from this direction, then Ishgard's over there. Learn something new. Anyway. Still don't have a good answer for why those little blue dotted line marks are there if you can't exactly cross over in this actual direction using this red arrow into the Western Highlands. Unless there is actually someone you talk to. One more check. No, that's not it. I didn't run into anyone. Or at least I didn't see anyone. Yeah. Why does this exist? You don't unlock flying in Ishgard. So there's no way to jump over this, even with a mount or whatever. There isn't like an NPC that comes in later or something, right? Oh no. It really doesn't matter. Everyone just teleports when you need to go there. It doesn't cost that much, but... it just feels like... that's different from the rest of the game. Alright, I wasted a lot of time this episode, but let's get back on track. Mistress Moriko, I would speak plain. From the first I questioned your motives and your competence. Unjustly now I realize. Well, we did get lost in the snowstorm, but I guess you didn't see that. Rumors have a way of growing more fantastic as they are spread, and quite frankly, those surrounding you beg your belief. But Horsefont swore that all the stories were true. He championed your cause and begged Father to grant you patronage. And he duly listened, because for all his wisdom he has never been able to say no to my dear half-brother. The legacy of my father's soul in discretion. Alright, this might be the only time that they mention it, but... yeah. This is the whole thing with why Horsefont is just kind of not treated as an heir or whatever. I guess he's just like a bastard son or something, as you would see in a Game of Thrones-like setting or something. Though I don't think they use the term like that. Certainly not for Horsefont. Mother hated him, of course. Even on her deathbed, she refused to acknowledge him, and, to be honest, she was not alone in her feelings. But this is not the worst of it. At Camp Riversmeet, when we came upon the wounded knight, I knew immediately that one of us would have to pursue the heretics alone, an onerous task fraught with danger. And there you were, the savior of Eorzea and honored guest of House Vortons. My new comrade in arms, Horsefont's dear friend. I told myself it was to be a test, but part of me hoped that you would fail. Oh, okay. So it wasn't just a bad idea. It was literally him trying to make us fail. Well, it almost worked, so we'll give you credit. All is forgiven. Yet you accepted the task without a word of protest, nor any sign of fear. And you duly tracked the enemy down, faced him alone, and lived to tell the tale. And you didn't get lost once. Plainly, Horsefont had the right of it all along. That I doubted your strength bespeaks mine own weakness. But I will not doubt you again, Mistress Moriko. On that, you have my word. Just give us whatever we already have in our inventory, so it doesn't take up any more space. And what now? Oh, the black chocobo? Oh, and the Aether Compass. This is how we do it. Well, here we go. Ah, Mistress Moriko. My lord the Count much desires to speak with you regarding your time with Lord Artorel and Lord Amanelaine. If you would remain here for a moment.
The hero returns. I cannot thank you enough for saving young Amanelaine's life. Aye, he told me everything. I've also received letters from both House Zamail and Durandare praising your conduct, and that of House Forton. You've won us much honor, my friend.
I'm sorry. It's pronounced Zamail. I guess I should have realized the D was silent, but... You know, I always thought it was like Dismal Darkhold, the name of the dungeon, so the house was called Dismal. It's Zamail.
My lord!
What is it? Speak.
Pray forgive the intrusion, my lord, but I bring grave tidings. Master Alphino and Mistress Tataru have been detained on suspicion of fomenting heresy.
Well, did they actually do it? They'll get our respect if they did.
What? Explain.
They were observed entering a tavern in the lower level on some half-dozen occasions. There, it is claimed, they made a number of inquiries. Inquiries which brought them into contact with certain elements. 'Twas this which prompted a Knight of the Heavensward to demand that they be questioned. Sir Grinno, my lord.
Title drop, the Heavensward. Is this the first time we've said that name? Might not be. I think they did say Heavensward, like the Count here, narrated the words Heavensward in the opening sprawl or something. Or maybe he didn't.
Sir Grinno is a brute. An exceedingly accomplished brute, but a brute nonetheless. Alas, he is also a son of House Zamail. How quickly we forget the petty nature of men. I'd wager your friends are no more than pawns in another of my countrymen's games. Such is the way of things between the high houses.
I don't know, I wouldn't put heresy past Tataru. Their status as wards of House Forton should afford them preferential treatment. For a time at least. Though you have won the hearts and minds of many of my countrymen, there are those who will never be swayed. Men who will dismiss your efforts and resent your successes, even as we celebrate them. Yep, there will always be those people. You wouldn't be a hero otherwise, Komoi. It is like that one such member of House Zamail is manipulating Sir Grinno, for he is not a man to dabble in politics of his own volition. He may genuinely believe your friends to be guilty, though I am quite certain his masters know better. Yet the truth will avail us not if we cannot prove their innocence. You would do well to speak with Sir Aymeric at the congregation of our Knights Most Heavenly. He will know more of these charges. I know as little as you do of the situation, Mistress Moriko. Sir Aymeric, however, will surely know more. So is that actually on the second floor? Where all of those windows are? I don't think it is. I can't imagine. There are no windows on the other side, right? It's going to bother me where exactly that room is. The answer is probably just that the architecture doesn't match up. We were briefly in here before, but not to the second floor. This is where Aymeric lives. Or I guess he lives on the first floor. Komoi, I had but this moment resolved to go and fetch you. I presume you have heard what happened then. Sir Amric has told me much and more about you. Suffice it to say, my expectations are high. And they should regard the Scions with such suspicion even after you stood with us on the steps of Face. It is bad comedy. Yet unlike the grave injustice you suffered in Ul'dah, this wrong may swiftly be righted. I guess we are being suspected by the law pretty often these days. That's why we are the law now, dispensing our own brand of justice. It has been too long, Komoy. Would that this visit came under happier circumstances. You are come to plead for Master Alphinaud and Mistress Sitaru, I take it. Word of their detainment reached us while I was delivering my report on the Vanu Primal. Truly, I know not which is the more ludicrous. These charges, or that flying feathered whale. That Sir Grinno's accusations are baseless, I have no doubt. Refuting them will be difficult, however, as he is a knight of the Heavensward. I speak of the personal guard of the Archbishop, the 12 finest knights in all of Ishgard, sworn to serve his eminence alone. Suffice it to say, their testimony is unimpeachable, and I have not the authority to challenge their actions. Are they above the Knight Commander or whatever? How exactly does the hierarchy work? I guess it's not just like a straight one-dimensional line. After all the Scions have done, routing the heretics and defeating Shiva, helping us to defend the steps of Face, and drive back the Javanian horde, after proving themselves true allies on countless occasions, is there naught we can do? I fear there is but one path left to us. We must demand a trial by combat. But of course, the kind of law that Komori can get behind. In a trial by combat sanctioned by the Inquisition, the victor's claim is judged true, regardless by the petitioner's standing. Under Ishgardian law, a trial by combat pits the accuser against the accused. In this instance, Master Alphinaud and Mistress Sitaru would be expected to face Sir Grinno and a second of his choosing, another knight of the Heavensward most like. Two of them, by the Fury, that can hardly be considered fair. Master Alphinaud's magical talents will not have gone unnoticed, meaning that he will have no choice but to participate. Mistress Sitaru, on the other hand, is quite obviously bereft of martial skill, and should be afforded the right to name a champion to fight in her stead. Alright, that's good, but this whole trial by combat thing still seems like a pretty backwards law for the enlightened people of Ishgard. But I guess it means we get to shoot some people. Lest you doubt, I am ready and willing to serve in this capacity, as I am sure is Lord Horshaphant. But all here present know that you are the most accomplished warrior among us, and mayhap in the realm at large. That's us. Then it is settled. I will visit Master Alphinaud at once, and inform him of our intentions. Komoy, meet me at the tribunal when you have made ready. Until then, my friend. The trial will be held at the Supreme Sacred Tribunal of Hellenic Inquisitory Doctrine. What a mouthful. I will be in attendance, as will many others with a vested interest in the outcome. Stint not in your preparations, my friend. The Knights of the Heavensward will prove a stern test for even one such as you. Same dialogue. Probably the same for Handaloop. And we were in here briefly when they denied us entry. Well, they won't stop us now. Listen carefully, Komoy. When the trial begins, the petitioner will be asked to restate his charges, and the accused invite to respond. Then, in accordance with the law, they will be asked to restate their request for a trial by combat. Wait, I didn't digest that. Petitioner will be asked to restate his charges. That would be the enemy. And the accused to respond. Then restate their request for a trial by combat. Who asked for the trial by combat in the first place? Would that be the accused? Whatever. Once the High Adjudicator acknowledges Mistress Tataru's right to name a champion, that is when you must make your entrance. Oh, I cannot wait to see the look on Sargrino's face when he sees his true opponent. 'Twill be priceless. Thanks, Horsefond. Thanks for helping us make a dramatic entry. Even when someone's life is at stake, we can still make a dramatic entry. It's fine. More seriously, should you begin to lose heart, look to me in the stands, and I shall cheer so loud, you will wonder how you could ever have contrived to doubt yourself. Now, are you ready? We can't embarrass ourselves in front of Horsefond.
We are gathered here today under the watchful gaze of the Fury to ascertain the guilt of 2 souls in a trial by combat. Petitioners, step forward. Sir Grino, for the benefit of all here present, I would ask you to repeat the charges which you have leveled against this man and this woman.
I, Sir Grino de Zemile, brother of the Heavensward, did bear witness to these 2 foreigners consorting with heretics.
Let the accused step forward. Alfino Leveilleur, Tataru, you have heard the charges leveled against you. Will you take up arms to refute Sir Grino's claim, and thereby prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men?
Not sure how this proves anything, but it's certainly cool.
I, Alfino Leveilleur, am innocent of this charge, and claim my right to trial by combat.
Yeah, get him, Alfino.
I, Tataru, am innocent of this charge. But I am no warrior and cannot fight. So, I claim the right to name a champion.
Well, she could always summon Carbuncle, but I guess it's off somewhere. Who knows where.
To the old and the infirm, the young and the weak, this right we allow. Very well. Who will stand for this woman?
Objection. Or something. It's a courtroom, right? Objection? Yeah.
Just as I was beginning to doubt the efficacy of the Ishgardian justice system. Come, my friend. Let us put an end to this mummer's farce.
They want to see it. It'll look cool. They just have a huge pit in the middle of the courtroom for this exact reason. Trial by combat must happen pretty often. Why wouldn't it? The only real reason they have these whole courtroom proceedings is so that they can have an excuse for trial by combat.
O Alone, render unto us your judgment. Raise up the righteous, and cast down the wicked.
A fair 2-on-2. Plus me controlling Komori. So like 2.5-on-2. Alright. Boss lane's on us, so... Pick it up, Alfino. We're gonna kill our guy before you do. Or before you kill yours. Watch out, Alfino. It's almost over. Oh, the steel chain. I should pay attention. Don't worry. We'll help you. You'll be okay. Again? With this? Maybe it's dependent on Porcelain's health or something. Come on, Horsefont, cheer me. You said you cheer so loud. There he goes. Alright, I dropped my combo, but it's fine. Excuse me, did I just catch you cheering for Sir Grinno? Kill him with this thing? Self-destruct. It didn't kill him. Alright. I guess it was killed by an auto attack. It wasn't even a challenge. We were just screwing around. We won. The Fury has spoken. Alfino Levier Tataru, you are hereby acquitted of all charges. Blessed are we who receive of her wisdom, and see justice wrought by her divine hand. Petitioners accused, go forth in peace. Delivered from an untimely demise yet again. My thanks, as always. What'd you think? I saw you cheering. By the Fury, what a splendid victory, to see how you strove in the face of adversity. Two brave young souls bound together by the puissant bonds of camaraderie. Why, it stirred me to the very depths of my soul. Having been treated to such a rousing spectacle, it seems only right that I present you with a humble token of mine admiration. Pray receive of me this chocobo whistle. With it you may summon a black chocobo, fully trained and ready to fly. Oh, it's just allowed to walk around here? Okay. Magnificent, is she not? Strong yet sleek, elegant yet eager. What say you, Kamoi? Will you take her for your steed? We can't accept her. We can't refuse a gift from you. Lord Horsefont, chocobos are prohibited in the Supreme Sacred Tribunal of Hellenic Inquisitory Doctrine. Your steed must remain outside. Oh, I guess it's not allowed. Heh. Kinda funny. More than that, we got the Aether Compass, which means we now have to start collecting Aether Currents for flying. You have obtained a black chocobo. When riding this mount you will have the ability to fly, provided certain conditions have been met. And also any other mount can fly. To fly in a given region, you must first find and attune to all the local Aether Currents. In order to attune to some Aether Currents, you will need to complete certain quests. However, most can be discovered via exploration. To aid you in this endeavor, you have also obtained an Aether Compass, which will provide you with both the bearing and the distance to the nearest Aether Current upon use. The Aether Compass can be found under Collection, in the Duties section of the main menu. You can review it over there. And that's right here, the collection in this part of the menu. Right here. There, under duty. So this will rest right here in our hotbar. No wait, not there. Oops. Right here. There we go. Whenever we're out and about in the field, we can just swap to this and press the Aether Current, or the Aether Compass. It's not like pointing you in the exact direction. Well, I mean it is, but you have to do some exploration work on your own to find these things. Just with the general intercardinal direction and a direction, or a distance. It's actually a little bit fun when you're exploring a new area to find these things. Kind of gives you a reason to explore the area, outside of just like quests or whatever. Black chocobos are all well and good, but the true reward for your efforts is the exoneration of your comrades. No, the true reward is being able to fly. They shall be released upon the completion of certain minor formalities, which I mean to see to personally. In the meantime, pray return to Fort Tom's Manor. The Count has done so already, and will doubtless be eager to discuss the day's events. Rest assured that Master Alphinaud and Mistress Sitaru are no longer in danger. They will join you at the manor anon. What a day. And everyone's back. It brings me joy to see you in good health, Mistress Moriko. Are you trying to become the talk of the city? Because if you are, you're doing an admirable job of it. I was not present at the trial, but my father told me of your performance. He said you are a wonder to behold. Alone smiles on us yet again, Mistress Moriko, guiding you to victory and setting your comrades free. I confess I did fear for your safety, which is not to say I doubted your prowess, you understand. I merely knew the strengths of your opponents. You do have a habit of exceeding my expectations. We just went over this at Arturo. Besting 2 of the Heavensward while the city's elite looked on? By the Fury, anyone who hasn't been paying attention to you will surely do so from now on. My lord. We have just received a message from the vault. His Eminence the Archbishop requests the presence of Mistress Moriko. An invitation from the Archbishop? What an honor. A personal summons is indeed a great honor, and given recent events, you would be wise not to delay. Go, Mistress Moriko. We shall speak anon. A priest will be waiting for you outside the vault. Identify yourself to him, and he will escort you inside. Well, they said we shouldn't wait, but it sounds like a really big deal. We should freshen up, powder our nose a little bit. Do not worry about Master Alphinaud and Mistress Sitaru. We will tend to them when they return from the tribunal. Are you trying to... Oh, same thing. You. Fetch me your finest makeup kit or something. Or you do our makeup for us. I don't really know if Komori wears makeup or anything, but maybe she'll do herself up special for the big meeting. Not for the Archbishop, of course, just for the adoring audience. While she does that, now would be a good time to take a break.